So we're now going to be entering the 4-bedroom at Jervois Mansion, 143 square meters. And the best part is, I realized there's a lot of old charm in this 4-bedroom. We see show flats day in, day out, and I cannot figure out what's the old charm in this. Ken, I need you to tell us a little bit more as we walk into the show flat. Ken, what is this old charm that we're looking here that we all missed so much?
There were a few parts that form up this entire view. The first point will be actually the living, dining and the kitchen. You can see that they actually form up a very nice squarish layout. Very efficient in space, and if you see how they are segregated, there's still a lot of circulation flow around the whole area, and the space is large. It's not like the show units that we see nowadays where it's too efficient. This one actually gives you a bit of space in between all the different components in the area itself. So the second part will be actually the large floor tiles that you see here. They actually form up by 120 by 120 centimeter sintered stones from all the way from Spain.
So it is premium.
Premium.
Oh.
And this actually brings up a different charm that we don't usually see in the developments itself. And of course, one of the third point that I realized was looking out of the balcony. And you know, I always like curtain glass walls, and I like glass balconies because I don't get obstructed in my views. But over here in Jervois Mansion, they are using metal railings, but they have designed it so tastefully that it actually brings out the black and white colonial houses feeling within the development itself. And that's also another part that adds to this old charm that we see. And I feel that this entire design is timeless. I can imagine 10 years later down the road, this kind of layout, this kind of design will still be attractive to residents and prospective buyers.
Very nice. So as usual in our videos, we're not going to bore you with all the details because you need to come by to check it out yourself. But today we are going to share with you a little bit more about our planter box. Ken, you mentioned a little bit about our planter box earlier, and I want to take a look.
Okay.
Can you show it to me?
Yep. Let's have a look here.
Come.
So the planter box, if you look at it like this, it looks normal, right? But the developer has put a lot of small little thoughts inside where they on purpose kept a 20 centimeter gap from the planter box to the unit itself, right? So what they are going to do is when they plant crawlers into these planter boxes on every level, when the plants outgrow, the crawlers can actually grow outside of the planter box and even inward. Right, so in every level, can you imagine if you are sleeping and you wake up in the morning, it actually breaks the architecture line with the crawlers coming down from the top, outgrowing from the bottom. They wanted residents to wake up feeling that they are waking up in the garden itself.
So we're walking into the 2-bedroom plus guest, about 76 square meters. And it just somehow feels to me that it's so much bigger that, Keeman's all about space.
Yes.
So, tell us a little bit more about this 2-bedroom. What does it feel so big?
Okay, so you're right that Keeman is about space, or rather I would say that Jervois Mansion is about space, right? Other than the old charm that they are bringing on the architecture outlook of the whole thing, I feel that they have brought in a lot of old charm back into the unit layouts itself. And that's why you feel that the old charm, meaning to say that it has been some time since we see such large space planning within units itself. And I really appreciate that. So really hope that the audience and the buyers can actually come down to appreciate the space. I think one of the key features I saw in this 2-bedroom is the moment I entered, I realized it looked more like a 3-bedroom. I didn't know it was a 2 plus guest until I saw the floor plan outside. And I thought it was a 3-bedroom because that is the usual 3-bedroom space planning that we see on a separate dining, living area with the kind of width. And I like this entire space where it's actually very wide, and actually you can see that it's greeted by a full-length glass panel, and I like it because it makes the corridor looks a lot brighter. And then even for the panels, if you notice on this kitchen countertop, the space and the depth that is within this countertop itself is really different from the narrow ones that we see. More importantly, Keeman placed so much emphasis on even the electrical appliances. They have chosen European brands, but they ensured that they are also manufactured in Europe. So they don't want to choose OEMs. They want to ensure high quality and not just European brands. They must be manufactured in Europe as well.
So that's amazing to hear that Jervois mentions all about quality. And the next thing I really noticed that's special about this 2-bedroom plus guest has to be the loft. The loft is going across like 2 bedrooms or something like that, right?
Yes. So I think the ID for the show flat has done a brilliant idea, and this is probably the first time I've seen how a loft can run across 2 rooms. Right, so the first room that we see here is actually the guest room, and it's smaller than the common room. So in order to utilize the entire space, they actually use the guest room to create the stairs that will walk up to the loft, and the loft actually ends up on the other common room. So actually it takes 2 rooms to form up the entire loft, and I thought this space planning was amazing. And if you are a ground floor lover and you like high ceiling, this is one good idea that you can get. And I think it has immediately upgraded you into a 3+ guest. What is more amazing is that for early buyers who are coming in before construction takes place, the developer is actually willing to build this loft for you at a small fee.
Right, just like the way you see it now.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now, Ken, we're coming up to the last part of the video. I want you to tell us a little bit more on the pricing. Yeah, what can we expect? What's the pricing like?
I'm sure after so much that we have shared about Jervois Mansion, everybody will be...
I'm in love. Yeah, we are in love.
Everybody will be emotionally attached or in love with Jervois Mansion.
Yes.
So let's talk about the logical part about the prices and everything. The developer has released some of the from prices, and we saw that it's attractively starting only from 2002 plus per square foot for a freehold in D10.
Yeah, nice.
That is equivalent to a lot of prices that we are seeing in the RCR now.
Sure.
On a leasehold, even on a leasehold. So the prices are very attractive to begin with, but let's not talk about the from prices, maybe we talk about the average prices.
Okay.
If you are looking at the average of say 2003 to 2004, I would say that this price is something that cannot be found anywhere in the prime area now. It is probably one of the lowest freehold development in the CCR. More importantly, I believe that if this land is being bidded now, right, it's put up for bidding today in today's market, the land price itself will be probably above 2,000 per square foot.
I'm sure. Oh my gosh, yeah.
So actually, why buyers actually have this opportunity to come in and buy Jervois Mansion at this price is because Cayman has been holding on to this land for many years now, and the land cost to them is lower than any land bid that's going to happen today.
Which is why they could do at an average of 2, 3, 2, 4.
Correct.
That's
so I think they're being very fair. They're actually transferring the savings to buyers.
Sure.
And I believe they won't, as a developer, I believe they won't be holding this price for too long. So I believe the first batch of buyers should come in, grab the prices, and I know that the prices will keep hitting up because it's not logical to be selling at this price. It's low.
Fantastic. So we have come to the end of our SRI New Home Showcase. We are very sure you will come on by and fall in love with this project. Now, our preview is starting on the 2nd of October for a 2 weeks period. So come on by, book a slot with your SRI salesperson, and they'll be more than happy to show you around, of course. So yeah, we look forward to seeing you right here. And this is SRI New Home Showcase. Yeah.